It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And recently I made this video about pop rapper Flo Rida and his relationship with the hip hop community. And it made me want to dive a little bit deeper into this topic because pop rappers have always gotten a bad rap in the hip hop community. It started with MC Hammer. MC Hammer was the first pop rapper we ever had. MC Hammer didn't make music about violence. He didn't make conscious music. He made music just about having fun. He sold a lot of records and he was very, very commercially successful. You know, he was brand friendly. You could get him to sell shoes, you could get him to sell clothes. He even had a cartoon, man. That's how big MC Hammer was. But on the flip side of that, the hip hop community hated Hammer. They felt like Hammer was a sellout. And this is what I'm talking about with the hip hop community hating pop rappers. Hammer didn't necessarily do anything to hurt the black community, but the hip hop community was mad at Hammer because they felt like he didn't do nothing for the community. He didn't speak up for the problems. He didn't speak up for the people. Now, we have gangster rappers, we have street rappers that actually do harm to the black community that goes ignored. But the pop rapper is judged for the things that he doesn't do, not what he does. Nelly is another example of a pop rapper. Nelly, super talented, had one of the biggest selling rap albums of all the time with Country Grammar and Nellyville, sold a lot of records. But he was attacked by the hip hop community, and especially KRS-One. KRS-One came out and said Nelly is not hip hop. And now, looking in hindsight, what about Nelly was not hip hop? And this is the thing with the pop rappers always get. They're not the community. They're not a part of the culture. It's like they have this weird thing for the pop rappers. Another one with Ludacris. Ludacris is a pop rapper. Ludacris made Word of Mouth. He made Back for the First Time. Luda had so many hits, so many big records. Luda was so brand friendly. He started doing movies and stuff like that, right? And many people in the hip hop community didn't respect him. I have to go ahead and say, especially ATL. ATL should show more love to Luda, but Luda wasn't a street rapper like Jeezy or T.I., so Luda doesn't get that same respect. But Luda did hella great things in his career. You know, Luda was always overlooked because he didn't talk about the real. He didn't talk about the streets. Dude was talented. Why does he have to talk about the trap? You feel where I'm coming from? Now I got another example. And this one's kind of tough. Ja Rule. I think Ja Rule is one of the ones that he did it to himself, bro. Ja Rule had the pop lane. He was brand friendly. The people loved him for what he did. But for whatever reason, Ja Rule wanted to be tough. He was in that pop lane. And you have to just be real. It was pressure from the streets. The streets looked at Ja Rule as soft. So it was rumors that Ja Rule was being extorted. Ja Rule was being punked. Ja Rule was being robbed. So, you know, Ja Rule wanted to give off that tough guy image sometimes. And that's the thing about the streets. If they feel like he's soft, they're going to try him. But he was a pop rapper. So why does hip hop hate their pop rappers? Next, the person who inspired this video, Flo Rida. This dude has sold over 80 million records around the world. Big international rapper. Flo Rida does a lot of international music. But the hip hop community has never accepted Flo Rida. Man, you ask some people about Flo Rida, they can't tell you nothing besides the hits. They don't look at Flo Rida as a rapper. And I've always said, he raps, he doesn't sing his songs, you know, he's rapping the music. But since the content isn't hardcore, it's not about the struggle, it's not about the streets, it's just about having a good time, people don't like that. But in hip-hop, we need that balance. Look at the hip-hop that's being made right now. It's all killing, drug dealing, trapping, making fun of women, you know what I'm saying? But we get mad at the dude that just want to have a good time. What's wrong with us? Another example, Wiz Khalifa. Now Wiz Khalifa is kind of unique in this situation because Wiz has a cult-like following fan base, but his big hit songs, Black and Yellow, the song dedicated to Paul Walker, those are big pop songs, you know. And a lot of people, I remember on the mixtape Taylor Otadice, Wiz talked about it. He said, hey, you know, they're looking at me like a pop rapper, But Wiz like, hey, I make pop money, you feel me? But people will never say, Wiz is one of the greatest rappers or Wiz did this. Wiz had a hell of a run. Wiz is kind of unique because I think Wiz never tried to tough himself out too much, which was always a good idea. But people don't give Wiz the credit he deserves, and that's probably because he was a pop rapper. Now, another example, Tyga. People just straight up call Tyga soft, But I would have to ask people the question that call Tyga soft. Why are you calling him soft? What is he doing that's bothering you? That's my question to a lot of these people in the streets, the thugs, the hoods. What about this guy is bothering you? You say he's soft. Okay, that's how you feel. But what about him is bothering you? Is he successful? Is he's supposed to be? It gives the energy of that to be successful, you have to be tough. Tyga made numerous hits, and I see dudes online bragging about how Tyga used to get robbed every week in LA. That's not cool. That's whack. Here's another rapper that falls under that umbrella of being a pop rapper that people have just forgotten about. Kid Ink, man. Do you remember the songs Kid Ink made with Chris Brown? You feel me? Come on, man. Kid Ink was doing his thing. But because the music wasn't hardcore or conscious, we forgot about it. Why? The music was fun. You had a good time to it. But why do we have to hate these guys in the hip-hop community? Why do we have to make them disposable? Why do we celebrate the thug so much, but the guy who just making fun music, make people want to party, make people want to feel good? Why are those guys forgotten? Gotta really ask yourself that. What about the low vibrations we like, but the high vibrations we have a problem with? Another great example, B.O.B. Do y'all remember B.O.B.? B.O.B. made one of the biggest songs in hip-hop history, to be honest with you, with Bruno Mars. That song was a huge hit, him and Bruno. Beautiful Girls Around the World, that was a huge hit, man. Now here's somebody that you might forget is a pop rapper, but he is, Drake. Drake's biggest issue is Drake try to be a tough guy, but here's my issue with Kendrick Lamar. Why do you have a problem with Drake, but you don't have a problem with the gang members that was on stage with you? See, that's the hypocritical part about the conscious rapper. They'll take off on a pop rapper because they think he's soft, but they'll see the gangbanger street rapper destroying their community, but won't say a thing.